There he is.
What up? What up, bro?
My boy, what's going on?
Chilling, man. Good to see you, man. Thanks for having me on, bro. Appreciate you.
Likewise, brother. Likewise, man. It's been a minute.
Yeah. I haven't seen you in a minute, bro. Since I came to Arizona that one time. Been a
Yes,
minute.
sir. Yes,
Years.
sir. It's been a
Yeah.
few years. It's been a few years, man.
Sure.
It was good to have you come through here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I
Um,
appreciate the hospitality from that trip too, man. You took care of
Doug,
me. You held me down. I appreciate it.
always, man. No matter where I'm at, you know how it is, man.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
got a lot of history, brother.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
You know what I mean? But yeah, but most importantly, thank you for taking the time to jump on the platform, man. This is episode 45 of the Low Theory.
Yeah.
Something a little bit different because, usually I have all walks of life, comedians, actors, musicians, singers, everything, DJs. This is kind of the first time where we touched with the fashion game though.
Gotcha.
But it does fall in line because the general theme of the Low Theory is music, and you guys are in tune with the music, man. We're gonna talk about that.
That's
But it is most importantly about you. We're gonna talk about 8 and 9, but it's about you, man. So for those who are not familiar with you, why don't you just give them a quick introduction, bro?
I'm Ray Figs. I'm the co-founding partner of 8 and 9 Clothing, established in 2001. So we've been rocking for over 20 years now. I established myself mainly in the sneaker game, like going to SneakerCon and Dunk Exchange, and just basically hitting every sneaker event that we could across the country. Even taking us at one point to London for SneakerCon London. So that was dope. But yeah, man, I'm basically the co-founder. We've been rocking this brand for over 20 years, and my background is a sneakerhead and just basically social media marketing director. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what I'm on, and just like I love fashion, I love clothes, I love sneakers, and I'm just happy to be able to do it for a living. Do something that I love.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely, man. Now, you know, you said you guys have been around for over 20 years. That's
yeah,
not an easy feat, dude,
yeah.
especially in this streetwear world. Like, you guys started in 2001,
Right.
and there's a lot of brands that came kind of before and after as well that we all know about. Like, but some of them are not here anymore. So
Yeah.
kind of like, what's the secret to success for 8 and 9? How have you guys done it for so long?
I mean, for us, it's always been about staying true to our brand. Our brand is about, working hard, just constantly striving for perfection. So we've been able to kind of like stay in our own lane. We haven't had to really jump on fads or trends like that. We haven't had to depend on trends. I should put it like that. I'm not saying we haven't ever done anything trendy, but we haven't had to depend on it. So we've been able to just keep our brand going with our own message and our own vibe. We've worked really hard. We've at one point, me and Ray, my partner Ray G, who's in Miami, we've sold 200 pairs of our collection. I think that was like in around 2009 or so. We dumped our collections and put all of that money back into 8 and 9, reinvesting it, getting new items and new products. So
Hmm.
it's been a rough ride. We almost got taken out a couple of times, but we were lucky
Mm.
to to I guess form good relationships and kind of master our craft to keep us here. But it's been a rough
For
ride. Yeah.
for sure. I was gonna say I see Ray in here right now. He's watching. Salute, Ray.
What up, Ray G?
Yes, sir. Who's the other? You guys are both the founders, right? Um, like since you've been like, let's just take us back to memory lane. Do you remember some of the first pieces from
Yeah.
back then? What'd you guys start with?
I mean, we started with well, you'll see it upside down right now, but that's the 8 and 9 logo. So I put it this
Yes.
way.
Yes,
That's
yes, I
that's
remember. I
the original
remember.
8 and 9 logo. So our first shirt. You see how the sweater you have on right now? We
Yeah,
call
yeah,
that like
yeah.
felt applique. So our first, yeah, that
Yeah.
that same type of material that you see on that crew neck, which is crazy because it's like full circle for us to bring that back. But that was like our first T-shirt. Our first T-shirt was just a nice premium T-shirt with the felt lettering on the front with a nice like woven label on the bottom.
Oh,
We did
okay.
that, and we did maybe like four other designs for T-shirts, and we also had a woman's line. So when we started off, we had
Oh,
a
word.
men's line and a woman's line. Yeah,
Really?
we started off like with like full cut and sew, straight from Pakistan. And
Wow.
what some people may not know is that in 2001, when we did start, we got derailed because of 9/11. We had,
Oh, wow.
yeah, we had a
I didn't think
huge
about
shipment
that.
coming in, right? We had a huge shipment coming in. We had all of our orders, down and everything, and we weren't able to fill those orders because we weren't able to get all of our product and our merchandise. So at that point, we're kind of like selling out the trunk. We're selling to our friends, random sizes, and it got to a point where then we reached out to like people like DJ Hectic, and,
Yes.
and, and that was like our first person that we kind of reached out to and started branching off and doing flyer designs and stickers and promotional things for other people so we can stay afloat and kind of stay in the game.
That was my next question. Well, it wasn't my next question, but one of my questions was because early on, nowadays, brands rely on influencers, right, to kind of
Right,
promote them. When you guys started, influencers wasn't even a thing, but
right,
you
right,
guys tapped into the DJ world. Shout out my cousin Hectic, and you guys started to, in the music world too. Yeah, shout out DJ Lust as well. Like
right.
what
Yeah,
what
Lust too, straight up.
yeah, yeah. So what?
And
So
TNG, shout out the whole TNG.
the whole TNG. So your mind was like, listen, something's happening, and we got to tap into that market, huh?
Right. It was that, and it was like, well, how are we going to create this buzz and keep this brand alive? Because
Mm-hmm.
put so much money into that initial investment and jumping off the brand to not be able to complete it and to lose the orders from the stores. It's like you're starting from scratch. So it was
That's
important.
crazy.
Yeah, it was important for us to like reach out to people and not only help them but help ourselves be in the mix.
Right, 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 right. Yo, Ray G, if you want to get on, man, send a request, man. It'll be dope to have, both the 8 and 9 members in here. It'd be crazy. But let me ask you this now, for those who are not familiar with the brand, the brand is called 8 and 9. What does
Right.
that mean?
Yeah, I mean, well, once we came out in 2001, we wanted to really um, create a name that meant something and that you really kind of had to ask us and inquire what it stands for. So like the number eight,
Yeah.
it signifies infinity. If you look at an eight, it just kind of like loops around.
Yeah, for sure.
So, we for us that signifies infinity. The number nine can be interpreted different ways in religions and by different people. For us, we look at the number nine as perfection. So the number
Mm,
eight is infinite. The number nine is perfection. 8 and 9 basically stands for infinite perfection. For us, we're constantly trying to perfect our craft, our ideas, level up, take care of our families. It's kind of like
definitely.
striving for perfection from like Cuban links, like the first, like that first intro, like that's pretty much like what 8 and 9 is.
I love that. I love that comparison, bro.
Yeah,
I love that. You said like you were talking about like early on how in the very beginning how you guys faced, obviously 9/11 was a challenge. Um, being owning a clothing label, running a business. What other challenges did you guys face, and how did you kind of overcome them?
I mean, one like we can go back to what I was kind of alluding to earlier about just like trends, like
Mm-hmm.
you and I know like a streetwear brand is not the easiest thing to start or to actually keep going.
For
It's a lot of
sure.
fast fashion going on now. It's a lot of things that's in and out, and you have the one person making like multiple brands. So for
Right.
one of us, the hurdle for us was like not jumping on other trends and kind of like watering down our brand just to like
Mm.
be a part of what everything is going on. For us, we've been able to kind of like stick towards our core, which is sneakerheads.
I believe that. If and for those who don't know, if you actually really go back and see the collection, you guys definitely have stuck in your lane.
Right, right.
Definitely.
Yeah. We've been able to stick in our lane and we've been able to kind of like give our
in a
core customers some of those trends that they may want at the time,
right.
but not deviate from our like message and our standard like look.
Exactly, exactly. Right. And you're still like kind of, adjusting with the times as the years go on.
For sure. Like when we
Yeah.
first came out, like I was probably wearing an extra large or 2X t-shirt. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
We talking about 2001,
The
2002.
long the
It
long
was
white tee
biggie,
era.
size 40 jeans. Like, you know what I mean?
Right, 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 right.
So all of that
It's a
is
little
like,
different.
yeah, it's a little, I mean, it's starting to kind of edge back towards that right now, but
Yeah.
we've had to, so it's like it started off that way, it's moved other ways, and now like it's kind of like coming full circle, you know what I mean? So
Nah,
it's wild
yeah,
to see that.
that's true. And it's crazy what like you and the other Ray, he's out in Miami, you're
Right.
out in New York. That's
Yeah,
two different styles, bro.
for sure.
Like completely. So how do you guys kind of mess and say, okay, this one might work, this one, you know what I mean? How do you guys blend these ideas? Because honestly, yeah, New York and that Miami style is different, man.
It's wild. We kind of have to like mash things together, and we have to kind of think of how both of the different the different areas would react. And now we've been able to go further to all across the country, but just in general, we just kind of look at it like we need to have t-shirts and shorts and stuff like that for the people in Miami and for the hotter weather, but then we also need to have bubble coats and stuff like that for New York. So
Right.
we've been able to kind of like play successfully between both those styles, but at the end of the day, for us, it's always kind of been about like the sneakers up. You know what I mean? Like regardless, it's always going to go with your footwear. It's always going to kind of like just go
I,
together.
I heard you say that once. Yeah, you guys think about from the sneakers up. That's how you style.
Yes.
Yeah, it's important, man. How you keep touching on sneakers. How important is the culture to 8 and 9?
I mean, it's very important to us because like, it's brought us to the forefront. Like the sneaker matching t-shirts is what kind of blew us up, I would say. That's what people like know us for, especially going to all of the shows
Mm-hmm.
and doing that. So it's very important to us, and it's like a hobby to us, but it's something that we love. Like we all like everyone in 8 and 9 is this pretty much
How do you
yeah.
yeah, but like how do you develop that so quickly? Like for instance, like okay, I'm not even too sure what dropped, but let's just say a pair of breads are about to release, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, 8 and 9 already has a T-shirt that already goes with that color scheme. How do you
Right.
guys release these things so quickly, man?
Well,
What's
the key is like if you're a true sneakerhead, and I hate to use the word like that, but like if you're really in the game and you've been around for a while and you understand and you know like what colorways are going to just consistently come back around and
Yeah,
what colorways are just popular, like Vault Green, Black
right,
and Red,
right,
like
right,
you're talking about Jordan from the Bulls, so you're always gonna have Black and Red. Where it
right.
starts to get a little tricky is like now you have Yeezy, who's like the total opposite of that, doing earth tones and all these other tones, that you wouldn't normally see on sneakers. So that makes it a little bit more difficult. But for us, kind of like doing the research ahead of time, knowing when things are going to drop, kind of creating the capsules to make sure it matches the majority or at least some of the most popular stuff, has always worked for us.
Damn, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see. So 1988, Michael Jordan came out with one of the most iconic Jordans.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Jordan 3. Tinker
Mhm.
Hatfield. How do you feel personally about the Jordan 3s,
The
the
Jordan.
cement ones?
Like, you mean these right here that I have just waiting on
Let's talk about them,
the
man. Let's talk
I
about
mean,
them.
to me, this to me is the best sneaker ever created, but that's just my personal opinion. I have a lot of people that do agree with me, that follow me, and we, talk on my gram.
I personally agree, but
Yeah,
why though? Why? There's so many
I
great
feel like
sneakers. Why?
it's just it's a versatile sneaker. I feel
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
can throw on jeans with it easily, no problem. Sweats, no problem. Ball in them, basketball shorts vibe, no problem. I've used it for like every occasion possible. I wear mines almost every day. But it's just an iconic sneaker. It's just something that I remember looking at when I was younger, and just like the materials, like I mean now it's
What
it's
what what
2022, but
what year you got on those? What year are those?
I have I have a lot of years. I have about 13 pairs of them total.
Listen, guys, this is the three God right here. If you're not familiar, the three God. So you got 13 pairs of the cement or 13 pairs of
Of this
threes?
particular sneaker, of the black
Whew.
cement three, I have like 13 pairs. So
But like threes in general, how many?
threes in general is probably somewhere around 40 something, like somewhere around there.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Okay. So
yeah.
okay, cool. Okay, so let's go back to the cements. So you
And
have
the
a
years, you
range
wanted
of
to know the years?
years.
The years.
Yeah.
So shout out my boy, son of some man, who's actually supposed to send me the 1994 version. I don't have 88s. I don't have 94. I have every other one besides that. So you would go to 2001.
Mm-hmm.
2001 is probably from what I've seen, that's like the best pair, like
As far as
quality wise,
materials, right?
leather wise, and
Exactly.
everything. Like the midsoles not cracking. So 2001. I have 2008, which was the CDP pack when all the Jordans came in
Yep.
twos.
Yes.
That's 2008. Then we have 2011, which
Yeah,
was a good
I got
release.
11s. I got 2011s.
It's
Yep.
a good release, but that one, you had a lot of
Yep.
paint cracking in the
That's what
midsole.
happened to mine. Yep. Yep.
It just happens. Is what it is. After 2011, you have 2018, which is this pair right here, which is the best pair for your money right now. Like if you're gonna buy it, that's the best pair for your money. It's the one that's not gonna crack on you. It's the one that has the Nike Air on the back, and just shelf wise, that's the best one you could go for right now.
Right, because they stopped doing the Jordan logo
Yeah,
with the
this is this,
retros,
so so the Jordan
and they
logo was on the
brought that back.
2001, yeah, and
Right.
then they started doing Jumpmans for until 2018.
Yes. Amazing, man.
Yeah,
Listen, so 2018, you got to get your hands on a pair of
2018
2018.
is going for about like 500 right now, man. They up there right now.
Oh
I mean,
man.
look, it's only 2022, so it's been 4 years. So
Yeah.
that's kind of like I foresaw like how the prices were going to be for it, and I wanted to make sure that I had enough pairs like for myself to wear, like so I don't have to go and spend
Yo, you're wild
$500.
right now, man. So you got a pair to just kind of kick around, do whatever. Then you got a pair that you want to really dress up.
Right, for sure. And then there's two more waiting for when those start to deteriorate or whatever. I'll just
My
have to.
dude, my God, that's crazy, man. Salute
Yeah.
everybody jumping on. I see everybody in
Yeah,
there,
shout
man.
out Mellow Kick Game. Shout out my boy Jay Rose's in here. Shout out 116 Dad. Got a bunch of people in here.
Words. Shout out Ian. I see you for Puma. Salute. Back to 8 and 9. So, I know you guys. The website is amazing.
Thank you, bro.
Now, is there any brick and mortar, or is it just direct to consumer from the
Right.
website?
Yeah, right now it's direct to consumer. We did have our store, but we closed that down some years ago. Right now we're just focusing more on our warehouse, and we're looking forward to a brick and mortar again, or possibly having something set up so that people can come and like receive their orders at our warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something we're working on.
I think it'll be dope, but let's go back to that. So
Okay.
for people who are not familiar, this is the Low Theory. This also is on all your favorite podcasts. Just search for the Low Theory. But talking about a really big podcast, Drink Champs. You guys got down with Nori early on, and
Right.
he actually utilized one of your showrooms to actually do the show, correct?
You've been doing your homework, brother. You've been doing your homework.
Come on, man. We go back like
Yeah.
recliners, man. So okay, you froze up a little bit. Hold on, I'll wait for you to get back.
Here we
No,
go.
it's all good. So tell me, how did that all happen with the Drink Champs podcast and like the relationship with you guys with EFN and Nori?
Yeah, I mean, we're blessed to be in Miami just for so long, a location where rappers and just everyone has just migrated for so long and just partied and everything. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
we had a relationship with DJ EFN, linked us with Nori, and it just made sense. It just made sense. Like you said, they did utilize our showroom in the beginning, and then we were able to actually, do the merch for them, combine our powers with them and run their merch, which we actually just dropped a whole bunch of new Drink Champ stuff on our site, which is available right now. But it's just been a great partnership, man. It's been about over 5 years now. We've just been going hard with it.
So through the kind of the Drink Champs collaboration, what other collaborations spawned from that?
I mean, I don't know if any collaborations actually spawned from it, but it did help nurture relationships that we already have. It did um help us meet other people that we may not have met. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
even like let's say the Locks, for example, like the
Hmm.
Locks, we love them. You know what I'm saying? We already had kind of like done some stuff with them, but then they come to Drink Champs. We're able to see them. We're actually able to chop it up. They're in Miami. Like things like that is like priceless because everyone's busy, everyone's doing this and that. So
Right.
to be able
Right.
to have these hip hop artists and just people that are so influential like right there in your showroom and chopping it up with them, they get to actually see and touch our product right in their hands. We had Currency said he loved our stuff. We had all different types of people. So it's that was kind of like the best thing.
Right.
So it was good.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure. That's an added benefit because they're
Yeah,
walking into the showroom, they're touching the merchandise, they're checking it out. They might not be familiar, and then they're like, "Hold on, what is this?" And then they want to get
yeah,
down with it, man.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, let me just show people this right here, though.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
you know, this is quality, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. This is real quality.
Thank you,
This
bro.
is just not a regular hat. Like if I take it off, the inside has the labeling, it has a tag, and like this stuff is not this is not a joke, man. This is serious merch right here, guys. The cut and sew, the labels. Go to 8and9.com and buy merch.
Yes,
Just
appreciate
tell
the
just tell
job.
them Freddie Lowe, aka VS, sent you, man.
No doubt, no doubt.
Ray, man, we keep it short, sweet, and concise on the low theory. I keep it about 20, 30 minutes. We're almost about that time. But what's next for 8and 9? I saw recently that, you've been releasing some new product. Talk about the new product. What else is in the future? How many more sneakers are you gonna buy? When will you stop buying sneakers
Yeah,
and save your money? Things
yeah.
like that. Tell me.
Bet you. All right, so well, I guess let's start with the sneakers first. So
Okay.
sneaker wise, I mean for me, like I kind of been looking at it as investment. So it's like I do buy a lot of sneakers for myself, but I buy more sneakers as investments than I do like for myself.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I've been rolling with it.
How do you see the trends, and like how do you know what's gonna sell? What's gonna hold the value? Like where do you go? What's the reason? Don't give out too much because maybe you got secrets.
Yeah, I mean,
But
StockX is a good StockX and eBay is a good gauge, kind of like seeing how high things go for way before the release and kind of gauging where it stays at around the release when it actually
yeah.
does drop. That's a good way
Hmm.
to kind of see what's going on. Um, but really, it just comes down to just kind of like, I mean, I'm on Instagram all the time. Like, I see the buzz, I see the comments. Like, you kind of really have to be immersed in that lifestyle to kind
And
of know
yeah.
what's going on.
Right.
But we're in a different time now where, like, not almost everything, but a lot of things are, the price is either holding or going up higher. Like, my
Yeah.
sneaker portfolio is doing way better than my stocks and my crypto right now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's
Like, my joint's
crazy.
smacked right now. But my sneakers from everything that I did from last year, 2020, 2021, in stocks and stuff is like, but all my sneaker stuff is like up. I'm not
That's
down on
crazy.
any sneaker that I've purchased. They're hot commodities, it's the supply and demand is crazy. So just kind of knowing how that game works is why I buy so many sneakers. You know.
Now, and I know we got to talk about 89, but let's
Yeah.
stay on this real quick. For those who are in here right now listening, or for the future who don't even know about the sneaker world, because we know about it.
Yeah, for
Give
sure.
them give the people an idea about what's the most expensive. What's the most amount of money you made on a pair of sneakers, just so they
Um.
have an idea.
So I mean, I've made up to $1,000 before, like on a pair
On
of
one pair of
sneakers. Yeah,
sneakers.
one pair of sneakers. So let's say the off-white Jordan 5. You know,
Oh,
R.I.P.
those are
Virgil.
amazing. Yes.
Honestly, like, should have never sold that sneaker,
You,
but
you
I did. It
looking back.
happens. You know what I mean? I bought those for like 250, and I sold them. I want to say for like 1,100. You know,
Oh man.
yeah. So there's been a couple of sneakers that I've banged out like that. But I mean, even if you're making $30, $40, like, you know,
Right.
it's still it's better than savings. It's better than putting it in your savings. But you have to kind of know what you're doing, though. You know what I mean? Because you could
Definitely.
get something that is, the value goes down, and then you're kind of like stuck with, with a sneaker that you're gonna lose money on.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
You think because you guys are always at sneaker con.
Hmm.
You guys are always there. You think that's a good trade show for some new sneaker people to kind of get into to sell their sneakers, or no?
I think so. I think so because I mean that's the biggest show. You're gonna have a lot of competition there. Because like there's more sellers than there is buyers now. It seems like, but
That's true.
if
That's
you were
true.
to go somewhere, that would be a good way to kind of see what's going on and just get a good feel for the game.
Yeah, I felt like that. I felt like that, especially last year. I was at the one here in
Yeah.
Phoenix, and man, everybody was trying to sell.
Right. Right. Right.
Nobody was buying, bro.
Yeah, it's different. It's real different right now,
Different,
man. Yeah. Yeah.
different, man. So what's next for 8 and 9?
For
What's
eight and
going
nine,
on?
I'll give you guys a sneak peek. I've been putting this on
Yeah,
stories and everything like that, but
let's
this is
go.
we have our sling bag. We got the front pocket right here. We're actually going to be dropping this. We'll be dropping this soon, but I'm going to be doing like a sample sale this Saturday on 8 and 9
Mm.
Instagram. So everyone who's here, definitely check us out. We're going to give people an opportunity to buy some things that are not online. And
Oh,
so I wanted to show you this embroidery right here. We have built for the trenches, right inside there.
I
Embroidered
love it.
inside the bag.
That's pretty much your motto.
Yeah, you got the nice leather in the back with the strap. So this will be going up, and I just wanted to show that. But in
I like
general,
that.
we dropped about 10 different sets on Tuesday. We're gonna be dropping about another 20 items this following Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday, and we're gonna be doing restocks next week. Like this February and March, we're gonna be hitting them with a lot of stuff. You're gonna get all your spring stuff up and everything, and it's gonna be a big year for us. There's gonna be a lot of cut and sew items, a lot of new sets, just high quality premium stuff. That's pretty much
Yeah.
what we're pushing this
And
year.
there's nothing else you got in your reach that you can show us?
I can show
Nothing
you.
else?
This is something that's we got the Destroy hoodie. We got a small 8 and 9
Clean.
here on the front, nice and clean. This one, this hoodie actually has pockets right here on the side. It doesn't have the big pocket,
Oh.
you're used
Yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah.
So it's more like a crew neck with the added hoodie. You have the 8 and 9 printed and embroidered woven label on the back. I mean on the bottom.
Hmm.
Then you also have destroy, build and
Oh,
destroy.
I love when you guys do that.
Yeah,
Listen, guys, and this is actually sewn into the back.
yeah. It's just sold in. You can see right there, like it's
Yep.
stitched on and print and then stitched over.
Yep.
So this one is dope. And then I brought one of our bombers. You have the 8 and 9 embroidered logo right there. I think it's on the other side. Yeah, don't burn it. So basically, this is the burning time bomber.
Love it.
You see that there? So you have basically the watch on fire. So we're saying basically like, time is a terrible thing to waste. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Don't burn time. Don't
Yeah,
burn it.
yeah.
Yeah. Don't waste time.
Right. Time is money.
Time is money.
Yeah.
Listen, look at those little subtle
Yeah.
details, man.
It's like being a rapper, bro. It's like it really is, yo. Like doing this like styling and making these clothes is I feel like we're rappers. Like
Crazy, man.
gotta drop bars
Salute,
in it.
Buckeye. See you, man.
Buckeye, what up, bro?
No, I love that. I love the subtle details. I saw that on the bomber. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's exactly what you said. When you like an example, when you listen to Jay-Z, right? You'll listen to a record for the first time, but then you might go back a second time and might catch some
Oh,
lines.
and sometimes it's like years later, like you know what I mean?
Right,
Like
right.
you may mentally you may just not be at that place, like where they're at that time. You get older, you're like, oh snap! Like you really say
Exactly.
it's a
Exactly.
lot. I love
And
that. I love hidden gems. Like I love
and
that.
that's what
Yeah,
especially with that bomber, that's what you guys did. You really got to
yes.
like kind of look at everything like, oh, okay, I see what they did. I
Right. It's
see what they
important.
did.
It's important, man. It's important to tell a story, and that's kind of like what gives you the longevity. Being able to keep telling our story over and over again and adding new pieces to it, and just trying to be slick with it, man.
Absolutely, man. Yo, that's the end of it, brother. I appreciate you jumping on, man.
Yeah, anytime, bro. Thanks for
Yeah,
having me,
I
man.
think I'm gonna try to pair up. I got a couple real notable sneaker dudes. I think I might want to pair up a big conversation just around sneakers in general,
Yeah,
man, with you.
let's
You
do it.
know?
Let's do it. I'm always down, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Absolutely, bro. Listen, man, enjoy your night and take care, bro.
All right, peace, bro. Love.
Peace, brother.